fuck you mean? What the 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 fuck you mean?
There's a cheat in this building. And I know to move. See what goes around.
This is Pastor Juan Demetrius McFarland. He got in trouble for cheating, stealing, fornicating, and fucking the flock. So, this nigga gets up and he tells everybody, he confessed that he used drugs, he stole from the church or misappropriated church funds. He had AIDS, and while he knew he had AIDS, he had sexual affairs with church members on the church grounds, fucking in the church. And did he stop at that? No, the fuck he did not. No, sir. The nigga went on. After he was voted out of church, but I think it was like an 80-1 vote, and the deacon was like 80 years old, and so they voted him out of church. Did he stop there? Still, no, the fuck he did not. What did he do? He changed the bank accounts for the church, so they couldn't get no money for the church out of the bank account. He borrowed the members from the church. He locked himself in the church and was calling the police to say that the church members was harassing him on his property. All these wolves in sheep clothing, honey. And sometimes they even got sheep's clothing. Sometimes they wolves dressed as wolves, and y'all still want to fuck with them. Let them bite your ass if you want to. You're wrong anyway if you fucking a preacher. Any preacher that will have sex with you is already, you should know, bad news. That's worse than messing with a thug. So yeah, this dastardly motherfucker show how deep and far it can go sometimes.
See, now my mama tried to warn me, but I didn't want to listen. No, I didn't want to listen. No, I didn't want to listen. See, oh, my mama.
That's Dirty Dick Davis. That's gonna be Craig Lamar Davis. He was a preacher and he was married, and he had an affair with this lady named Renita McAfee. So at first I was like everybody else. I was like, well, bitch, you fuck your preacher. You know what? You gotta take your own responsibility. It's bad luck because she said she hadn't had sex in 15 years before she had sex with him. She had been celibate. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Anyway, but it's not the case. He was not her pastor. And what happened was they had reconnected on Facebook. And eventually he told her he was married. So she did know he was married. But you think that having sex with a married man will be the safest to have sex with, right? 'Cause I'm sure that's what she assumed. You know, he's a preacher and he's got just a wife, and I'm sure that maybe they were old girlfriend, boyfriend, something like that. Who fucking knows? Unfortunately, she's just really a victim of circumstance, and he is not the worst case we're gonna see today. So, but he is a bastard. He ended up getting sentenced to 10 years for knowingly exposing women to HIV. He deserved every last one of them. I don't understand whatever happened to, no matter who you sleep with, whatever happened to getting to know them long enough to at least take a HIV test and waiting until y'all both feel like the time is right, and then when you start getting your hormones and stuff up for each other, say, hey, we're going to get an HIV test. They take 2 weeks to come back. I mean, you still should start out wearing protection. What's so hard about that? Let's do that. Okay, let's do that. Let's make a pact. Let's make a pussy pact. That's what we're going to do. We just go wait. Y'all know how it is. When you have sex with somebody you don't really like, your sex ain't never good anyway. You just doing it to do something. Shit. And speaking of dirty dicks, it will never cease to fucking boggle me. If I'm not mistaken, I think there are websites for people that have HIV and AIDS. And you can go in chat rooms for stuff like that, I think. You know, and find somebody that has AIDS too. Why ruin somebody else's life? How dare you be that fucking selfish? He looked like a pervert. To me, like when I look at him, it just say pervert in my head. And then we got Thomas Majors, who is literally a motherfucker. Like, literally. He was the one, if y'all remember, that people kept popping up when they put him on the news for intentionally spreading HIV. And the reason that he came out to light was this. So this chick that he was messing with ended up pregnant. At least she was trying to protect herself, it seems like. So first, when she found out she was pregnant, he told her he got her pregnant on purpose. He said that he had been poking holes in the condoms to get her pregnant. Then she go for her prenatal checkup and find out, bam, she got HIV. So not only did she got HIV, when they find this motherfucker, he is living with another chick, okay? And he got another chick pregnant. He got another baby on the way. And he had a baby that was born with full-blown AIDS. So all together, when you put the 6 adults with the baby that was born with HIV and the unborn baby, as far as I know, the last thing I read, his count was up to 8 people right then. You know what I mean? So now she's a mother of an HIV baby. That's why I said he is literally a motherfucker. How dare he? You know what I mean? The audacity. And another thing about Thomas Majors is that I don't trust people. See that little bubbles thing he got on his nose? I have never met a motherfucker with that nose that wasn't a sneaky, devious, sexual deviant type weird motherfucker in my life. And they can act sane though. You know, look, check this out. I always believed that when God told Abraham that he was gonna have, you know, his seed was gonna outnumber the stars, I still think that we all have traits of our tribe. We all steal from separate tribes. You understand me? And if you don't believe me, just think about it. Like, say you got a family in the town, the Moors, and all the Moors look alike. They all got that spread out nose. They all look like this, like this, like this. You know, they all look alike. Same tribe. And you can look back to their grandpas and they look like that. Even though they fuck chicks that didn't look so much like them. But usually those type of people will attract people that look like them, because if you're lucky in life, I feel like you run across somebody from your tribe and there's something in y'all that connect. And those are usually the couples that stay together for a long time. But I'm just saying, if you notice the people that got them real monkey or ape-like features, I noticed I've never met one of them that was not slow. You know, they always seem to be very slow. In my head, in the tribes back then, maybe there was the people who, you know, carried the water and was the slaves and stuff like that. I've never met a real round, soft, fluffy, bright skin chicks or the brown skin round chicks that can't fucking cook. But then again, you'll notice in them same families, if you find somebody in the family who don't look like the rest of them, they usually don't act like them either. So you have the brown skin fluffy chicks that all they do is cook. They own the restaurants and shit like that, the whole family. And then you got the one skinny one who love art and hate to cook and rarely eat. You know what I mean? That's, even though you can have sex with different people, you know, it depends on whose genes, to me, are more dominant. So anyway, I look at characteristics of people's faces. There's something about that nose. Something about that shit. I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with little squinty eye niggas. You don't have to tell me nothing about yourself. I can look like this nigga right here, he'll rape somebody. This nigga's weird. I don't know what it is. It ain't something right about this one. This one's got a good feel to me. I fuck with it. You know what I mean? But this is what I'm telling y'all ladies. Don't mess with nobody with the little thing on the nose. That's a bad seed, honey. That's a bad lineage. You don't want to fuck with it or none of this family, honey. And you don't want it in your family. Oh! And he was a heroin user. So he might have gave it to some men too. And the men might be out there having sex with people. And if you mess with people that do heroin, usually they're people that don't have a lot of money. So they probably, when they have sex, it probably is unprotected. Have y'all seen the price of rubbers these days? Some shit's so motherfucking expensive. A lot of y'all would have hit that. This is the face of HIV. The reason you gotta call him the dick monster is because, okay, first of all, they say he was a professional wrestler. I think that's saying a little much. I think he was a semi-professional wrestler, because the way that he found out that he had HIV was that he tried out for the WWE, and they turned him down because he had HIV. You know, you can't have that, because if you bleed on somebody and give it to them, you can't do it. So then he said that he was already a sex addict. And he said that being depressed about not getting to get that position because he had HIV led him to have sex with a lot of women. Fuck you, nigga. He had sex with over 32 women. You can tell if he had it to do all over again, a nigga would do it. I'm just surprised ain't no men on the list, because that's the first thing I think when I look at him. I really think gay. I wouldn't fuck with no pretty nigga like this. Not my type, personally. The whole kick of the shit is the fact that he had a white woman that had 2 kids by him. I'm talking about that bitch stood by him as strong and as sturdy as a tree planted by the water. And even in court, she was crying about him like, I think he's sorry. And as loyal and dedicated as she was to this nigga, she probably would have did any sexual trick he wanted. And she a white girl. Come on now. So I don't understand. If you got to be a sex addict and you got to fuck all day, every day, why can't you just fuck the one you with? I'm sure she would enjoy that. Because if you got time to fuck 32 other chicks, the time she sit at home, where she could have been fucking you. And then again, maybe that's why she feel bad. Like, if I quit telling him I was too tired, then maybe he wouldn't be here now. So maybe it's partially my fault. Maybe that's what happened. Who knows? And just remember, face HIV right there. Pretty, looks attractive, looks healthy, pretty eyes, nice lips. He looked like he smelled good when he dressed up. Looked like he got good smelling breath, you know. He just a cute dude, so yeah, honey, watch out. Mr. Dastardly Dick himself, Mr. Jamarlo Dobbs. And they call him the Grim Reaper in the news when they broached this story because he had a tattoo of the Grim Reaper on his back that said, "Feel my pain," which was one of the ways that they knew that he had HIV when he was giving it to these ladies. And at the count, they still don't know how many people he actually infected or had sex with, because at the time when they arrested him, he had at least 18 other people that he was having sex with. It was in 2011. I don't think the internet stuff was popping like that back then. But you know, he's an attractive dude. He look a little grimy, but some chicks like that. Some people come to him. But I tell you what, that motherfucker got 2 different color eyes. That shit look real evil to me. I'm telling like, nigga, Because if you got 2 different color eyes, I can't with you. Something's not right in your soul, and it's came out your eyes. Because the eyes are the window to the soul. Now, peep that. But yeah, I wouldn't have messed with him, but a lot of chicks would have, and obviously a lot of women did. It's terrible.
See what goes around, comes on back around. Wait a minute.
I watch a lot of crime TV shows. I really do. I just like real synthetic stuff that's not fake and fluffed up. So I was watching the Larry Dunn and Cicely Bolden Fatal Attraction thing on YouTube. And if you guys don't know, if you remember way back in 2012, this guy had killed this woman because she gave him HIV. This is what happened. So Larry Dunn was hooking up with her. He was very mean to her, or just straight up, it was all about sex. So he had met her on the internet website, and they started having sex together. And come to find out, he was having sex with also about 5 other chicks. And when the police went to investigate him again or to question him again, come to find out he was married as well. Okay. What ended up happening was that she told him she had HIV, and they still had all these sexual things. And he like, "This is my pussy," and he said, "That's my pussy." So she was like, "So you telling me I'm not single?" And he was like, "I'm telling you, that's my pussy." Like, isn't that kind of tough? I'm still single. Well, this is my pussy. My ass, this ain't your pussy. This is my pussy. And he's like, "No, that's always going to be my pussy," etc., etc. And this is after she told him she had HIV. So he was like, he was having sex with her unprotected because at that point, he like, "Well, she done already killed me, so I'm already dead. I might as well." So he had unprotected sex with her again. So like 6 times out total, I think he had unprotected sex with this woman. So then, what ended up happening was that it was so many twists and turns. I was like, what? That night, he said the reason that he snapped and killed her, even though he had been sleeping with her still, unprotected, after she told him she had HIV, was the fact that that night she had just been acting like it, nonchalant about it. Like, "Yeah, it's okay, I got AIDS, it's okay having it." And then he said he just snapped because he was like, she's sitting there making light of the fact that she done killed me. You know what I mean? And now I know if you really put yourself in his shoes, you gotta imagine not only did you have it and you like, "Fuck it, I am fucking dead," and everybody I slept with, how it's gonna affect them. They got kids, this is happening, I got a wife, I got fucking kids. You know, I can imagine that is messing with your head. But he is still such a grimy, disgusting. What can I call him? What is the lowest, nastiest, most disgusting word you can think? And he like a lot of these niggas out here. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful, honey. It's a war on our pussy these days, bitches. You have got to protect yourself. Protect your territory. Protect your whole spirit, your mind, bitch. Gird yourself in the blood and some blessed oil, everything. And leave these ratchet dudes alone. Stay on topic. I swear I'm gonna stay on topic. So that night he killed her, right? He ended up stabbing her in the neck. Stabbed her twice. He get away with it. They start looking at other boyfriends, other suspects that it might be. And the fact of the matter is, she's sleeping with other people. She knows she got HIV. She's still sleeping with other people. To get to the point where you think What would I do in that situation? Made me start thinking about it too. Like, how many people one person affect? Like the whole HIV cycle. And I don't think I would kill nobody. You don't never know what you'll do if you're in that situation. I swear. Ooh. I know one thing I would motherfucking do. I wouldn't go back and fuck that person. Come to find out, y'all, so many twisted turns. This nigga didn't even have HIV. He didn't even fucking have it. And he killed her. But still, nigga, you wouldn't fucked her. You fucked her again. You met her on the internet. You were married to a woman and you had a fucking family and you were fucking 4, 5, or 6 other bras and you were disgusting. His text message was disgusting. His demeanor, his language, everything about him was just disgusting. Gutter ball, gutter rat, nigga. Nothing more than that and way, way less. I put it that way. Whatever they give you, nigga, you deserve it. You deserve it. I mean, and you took somebody's life, more importantly. So he decided that he wasn't going to actually go to a jury or have a trial about it. He just wanted to see if he could get the least amount of time by pleading this law that they have there. I think saying that you killed somebody out of the heat of the fucking moment and that was it. But he still ended up getting, I think. Now, yeah, I just don't feel like looking the shit up. I'm sorry. I ain't that kind of chick. I'm going to give you the basis of it. I'm going to give you some links. And y'all feel free to go ahead and refresh your minds how you want to. But I'm going to give you as much information as I can. I'll put it that way. You know how I do with my captions. I got you. Some dudes were like, I would have did it too. But see, in the media, they try to portray it like she told him right after he had sex with her and then he killed her. No, that's not what happened now. So what ended up happening is he tried to incite the passion law. What they was trying to say was, through those text messages, he was just trying to wind her up and get her so where he can get back and kill her again. That's not how it happened. I think that it was a crime of passion. I think that he was okay with the shit until she started making light of it, and that's when it became a passion thing. Then he was gonna be just like her. He was gonna keep spreading it. And you gotta think about the fact that she was still fucking other niggas, so she was still gonna keep spreading it. And she didn't care. And she was still gonna be having these conversations. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of them you would have fucked. I know one of them in particular, I would have fucked him. I wouldn't have fucked him. I'd have probably tried to build a relationship with him. I'm saying, like, a lot of these men are attractive. They something you would see on the street that came to you, right? You would probably end up sleeping with them. They don't care about you. Just look at his face. You can tell he the kind of nigga you don't want around no kind of kids. He that one, and if you got a boyfriend and he your boyfriend friend, he the one you always tell your boyfriend you don't want to come over to the house. You know, because he make you feel some kind of way. You don't even answer the door for his ass. Like, nigga, he ain't here. He ain't never coming back, so don't you never come back either. Fuck you. I got weapons in here, you creeping motherfucker, if you want to try something. He that nigga. You know what I mean? All these cases are horrible, but he's the worst. Because obviously what had happened was that he was living with someone and his sister's baby, his sister was on drugs, so a 23-month-old baby had to come stay in the place where he was living. And he molested the baby. So the baby had to go to the hospital and come to find out she had HIV and herpes and a 23-month-old baby. It was so bad, y'all, that she had to get reconstructive surgery on her privates just to get her stuff back straight. It was that bad. On a baby. A grown man on a baby. Who, come to find out, had access to a grown woman. Because also, a 14-year-old girl came forward who actually ended up being the daughter of some chick he was messing with at the time. Her daughter came forward because she thought she was pregnant, and she ended up having HIV. You know, this turned into a tutorial now, ladies. Y'all know how I do it. Watch who you let around your kids. And I know people say that, but you have to put faces to it. I want y'all to look at every last one of these motherfuckers I'm finna show y'all. I want y'all to look as deep into the screen as you can. Look at they beady little fucking eyes. And watch out for these kind of niggas. Watch out for any nigga when it comes to your kids. Period. Oh, I mean, I just can't understand who was sleeping with this nigga. Who let him around her daughter. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is, it not too long got out of jail for being convicted in 2005 for sexual assault on another underage person. And sexual assault, keep in mind, sexual assault is different than statutory rape. Statutory rape is having sex with somebody underage. Sexual assault is raping a child or raping someone who is underage. And y'all let this motherfucker be around a baby. Who bright out fucking deal was that shit? And what kind of family do y'all got that this motherfucker end up like this and the daughter end up on drugs? And why did they give y'all the baby? Like, this disgusts me so bad to my soul. It's people like this out here. So what we learned today is that everybody in the world is not out for your good. And just because he want to talk to you don't mean you gotta let him. 2 weeks ago when I saw the Facebook thing, I actually posted it on my TT Talks while it's way down in the timeline somewhere. But this chick was from the country, and she basically said this. She basically said that she had AIDS and she wanted to wait until she had moved from that place where she lived to put a list of all the people she had unprotected sex with while she had AIDS. Okay? And so she posted this list of all these people that she had slept with. So then you got the chick that I was on. I don't even know how I got on her Facebook page. I have no idea. I don't even think she's one of my Facebook friends. I have no idea. But somehow it was on her page, and the way I got to the whole thing was because she had shared that. Oh, and somehow there was this dude connected in it too. The dude was ugly. He was not cute at all. But this chick was saying that he had slept with a lot of people, and he had put a list of a whole bunch of people out. So this one chick was sharing these two stories, right? And so then one of the chicks that was on the list that had fucked with the dude, she was like, oh, are you telling me this to be shitty? Or are you telling me this because you think I should know? Bitch, either motherfucking way. That's the first thing you want to do is get an attitude, bitch? Really? That's your first inclination, is to get on Facebook and type a fucking message to this bitch, asking her why she telling you. It don't matter why the fuck she told you, bitch, she did. And you better do something about that. With that being said, I used to have an old friend from Arkansas. This was back in like a long time ago. Like in 96, 97, something like that. When AIDS had hit that town, you know, it was a small place. So if somebody had AIDS, everybody would eventually know it. The dude that she had messed around with, she found out that he had AIDS. She was so funny. She was talking, she was like, girl, yeah, they gonna tell me this nigga got AIDS and shit. I said, damn, really? Did you go get tested? And now this is funny, but it's not funny at the same time. She said no. Oh, the dude came by and told her he had it. That's what happened. No, that's not what happened. Somebody told her he had it. I think she was like, look, if I got AIDS, I ain't even gonna know until I'm walking down the sidewalk and my whole pussy fall out. But everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing oral sex on each other and then put on a rubber. How in the fuck is that helping you at all? Like, whatever fuck that person got, you done swallowed the shit. It's already in your system. You can forget it. Like, what's the use to put on a condom now? And why is you sucking somebody's dick you don't even know? That ain't your dick. That could be everybody's dick. You don't know where it's been. That's all I'm saying. Don't put it in your mouth, bitch. You don't. Unless you got a ring around it, it don't belong to you. Back in my day, now, they would figure you, they would play like that was kiss you, they'd wrap that finger around your neck and smell it and make sure it smelled alright. Back in the day, niggas don't do that these days. They want to dive head first into your cooch. I don't understand that. And I can't even articulate it because I can't comprehend that shit. My brain don't really go on that level. You know what I mean? Like, I can't understand the stupidity. I don't even want no random people licking on my cooch because I'm going to tell you what. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can keep that shit to yourself. If you can take an AIDS test, if people take AIDS tests just by getting their gums swabbed, which means that you have enough concentration of that shit in your mouth for them to tell if you have it, I don't want your mouth on my pussy. I gotta know you well enough to trust you with any parts of my body, especially my cooch. Because you gotta remember, ladies, when dudes got stuff in their mouth, man, that's why dudes don't get diseases as quick as we do. And that's why black women right now are the highest rate of HIV and AIDS cases. Because we got warm places for all the diseases to stick in there to just get in there and fester. Niggas got one little hole. If they wash their dick off, they pretty much good. Wash it off, they ready for another one. You know, but they still get stuff. That's usually them dirties who fuck you and pull up their pants and just leave, don't take no shower, don't use no towel, don't do nothing. That's usually dirty dick type of stank ass niggas that have them kind of diseases festering in their dick holes. That's usually them. I don't know. I think the moral of the story is protect your pussy. So I'm going to say it again. Let's say it together. I will protect my puss. With the protect the puss movement. Oh, honey, why do you mess with it? It ain't about safe sex no more. It's about abstinence too. Because a lot of times you do not get the opportunity to regret your mistakes. Alright, y'all. So I'm out this bitch. And do y'all know anybody that got AIDS from a weird circumstance? Do y'all think that people should start, especially down low niggas and hoes, do y'all think that they should start putting people's names on social media? Because you don't never want to get to that point where people are just doing it to be malicious and to fuck with you and fuck your life up. And, you know, just being evil people. But I think that a lot of people, if it is a true story, you know you've been sleeping with people and you know you got HIV, I think a lot of people should post these kind of lists. I really do. It used to throw me the fact that if you had HIV, you could be like these people. They didn't have to put you on a sexual offenders list if you were habitual with this. Like the guy who molested a kid and went to jail and knew he had HIV in jail and then got out and molested the other kids. You know what I mean? So I think if you do it once, you should have to register as a sex offender. To me, I'm just now getting over that. But I think the least we can do is be responsible for one another, because you don't want that to get out of hand either, where, you know, you have to register as a sex offender and, you know, people start to discriminate against you because you have HIV. So that is a slippery slope right there. But I do think, what do y'all think about the chick that put the AIDS list out? Do y'all think people should start doing that? And what would you do if you found yourself on that list? Oh, that would be horrible. Oh my God. That's another thing to think about. Y'all tell you, I literally put myself in other people's shoes. I literally put myself into a situation. I don't know what I would do with that. What would y'all do? Alright, y'all. This your girl TT. This is my video on HIV. I'm going to keep popping them out. I'm going to give y'all something every day. Find something you like and fuck with it. This your girl TT. I want to thank everybody for watching my shit. I want to thank everybody for commenting on my shit and watching my YouTube videos. Y'all keep pushing with me now. Look, alright, today. So the new update or new talent from my Facebook page at The Girl Shines Hard is, as of today, July 31st, I have 110 subscribers. Yay me. I'm excited. Shit. 110 subscribers and 6,048 views. So by the time I put my next video out, let's see what the new count is. And let's keep it going, y'all. I'm excited. Fuck with your girl. Alright, bye.
Wait a minute. See, now my mama tried to warn me, but I didn't want to listen.